We are error.
Oh yeah, my bad. They hate Aquaman.
Male aggression.
Yeah, they hate Aquaman.
Why do they hate Aquaman?
Because he's a bro.
Because it's Aquaman.
Yeah. Why isn't it Aqua person?
Yeah.
Or Aqua gender specific? I don't want to.
That's why they gave
Aqua
him.
non-binary person.
That's why they gave him long hair and a sweet ass. So anybody could be like, well, name is kind of the namesake, but we can make him look kind of girly.
I'm just saying, I would hang out with Jason Momoa.
Would you?
Would you suck off Jason?
I would not. I'm not. He's not a man crush.
He seems like he's.
Oh, come on, dude. He would give you that sly look and a wink, and you'd be like,
like
you'd be Pac-Manning
my
him.
man crush for that one would be Vince Vaughn.
You would suck off Vince Vaughn?
Mm-hmm. Like
That's
circa 1996
fucking gay.
Vaughn?
Yeah. I don't think that you should just out yourself like that, because we already got Dan Stevens, Vince Vaughn. Wow. Oh, the look alone said everything.
Dorian Gray.
Yeah.
Oh my fucking! We gotta let this go.
Yeah, no,
Christian Grey also.
Christian Grey.
You guys suck.
No, you suck. That's the problem. Hey, everybody, welcome to the We Are Era podcast. This is Duck. I am here with
Jake.
And
Javi.
And ladies and gentlemen, what is the We Are Era podcast? It's a podcast where we talk about movie news, entertainment, whatever the fuck we want to talk about. And this week, we're going to start with Hit the Music Movie News.
Movie news.
Whittly
Dude, I literally live for the Whittly Wah. I don't know why. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Aquaman, who we were just talking about at the beginning of the podcast. My bad. Aquamale?
We just got done talking about Aquaman.
Mrs. Aquaman, he needs to calm down.
It's man.
So Aquaman is now one of the 20 highest grossing movies of all time. It has surpassed Transformers Dark of the Moon and also The Dark Knight, and has brought in $1.13 billion. And it's mostly because the Chinese really, really, really like this movie. That's what we're seeing. What do we think?
Okay, so we've already talked about Chinese Hollywood.
Yes, Chinese Hollywood. It's a thing, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. That's how they sell films now. They're just like, well, it won't do good here, but it'll fucking kill in China, so it doesn't matter.
So I guess I could see why they would like this, because I've seen a lot of the newer Chinese movies where they're producing them themselves, but the special effects that they use in it is just otherworldly and just, I don't know.
The only recent Chinese film I've watched is Journey to the West, and I fucking loved it. I don't know if you guys have watched it, but that's a fun, weird movie. That is a bizarre movie.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, dude, you got to check it out. It feels very much like an 80s film, but it's modern. But and
the creatures are cool.
Yeah, it's really weird.
Cool.
And it's PG, I think, but it feels like a rated R movie sometimes because they go to a slaughterhouse at one point. It's bizarre.
Monkey King on Netflix.
Have you ever watched Dragon Ball?
So I see the Monkey King 3 fucking thumbnail always pop up on my Hulu, and I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, no. Don't watch
like
that. Journey to the West has one of the best opening scenes with a fish and a kid. This little kid gets eaten by it's fucking amazing. Just watch it. And it's
He said Stephen Chow. That's pretty much all I needed to hear. Also,
dude, it's amazing. Yeah. And if you like Dragon Ball, maybe you'll like it because Dragon Ball is kind of a version of the Monkey King. Well, you don't like Dragon Ball?
I don't like Dragon Ball. I thought you were gonna compare it.
What?
For some reason, I thought you were gonna finish out with Dragon Ball GT or the movie.
Oh, here we go.
I'm not gonna go there.
What about
Nerd?
Dungeons and Dragon Ball?
Do you like the yeah? Ooh, that'd actually be pretty sweet, Drew. I'd do that.
Nerds.
Nerds. So Aquaman. Before, if I would have told you Aquaman will be one of the 20 highest grossing films of all time, this time 3 months ago, if I would have told you that, what would you have said?
I believe it. The masses are asses.
What?
Yeah.
You asses! You going to see Aquaman again?
Idiots will eat anything.
Well, hasn't the joke always been forever? Aquaman is the worst of the Justice League. He's a
Bro, but if you only knew, okay?
Yeah.
So he lives, way deep below the ocean. So
right,
he's
Zach.
dealing with hundreds of thousands of pounds of pressure fucking just coursing on him.
This is what Zack
He's
Snyder
so
said, right?
powerful.
Isn't that what he said in a radio interview? He's like, no, he's a badass.
That really he is.
Yeah, I know. And I like it. I realized I was going to like the movie whenever I watched the trailer and they jump out of the plane. He's like, redheads, huh? I was like, he's a bro.
Oh, yeah.
He's a total bro. I was like, I'm totally down with this. Like, he's not going to be like, oh, I must save Atlantis and my people. He was like, fucking pussy, come on! What do you think, Hobbs?
I believe it. Like Jake said, the masters are asses.
Yeah, and they got sweet asses, too. Absolutely.
I would have believed it, but also, I wouldn't believe that it would have been any good.
I think it's okay. I think it's the same way The Mummy, back in the 90s, people like The Mummy. It's a popcorn movie. It's a popcorn movie.
Yeah.
And that's what it comes down to. If you feed us good, fun, visual shit that we've never seen before. Yeah. I'm still shocked it made over $1 billion. And now they have also announced a sequel, of course, and a horror movie spin-off.
The Trench?
Yes, The Trench, which is where they end up eventually in the movie.
The Marianas Trench?
Something like that. It's where, spoiler alert, Aquaman's mom's hiding, being all smoking hot and way mature. Nicole Kidman. Oh, sorry. You guys still here?
Yeah.
My bad. Just getting out the lube. So yeah, I don't understand why they're doing a horror movie sequel, but hey, you make $1 billion, you got a Fast and Furious, Hobbs and Shaw that shit.
They're gonna go to the well too many times, I think.
Well, just keep in mind,
fucked up.
Literally, they're going to the well, the wellest of wells, the Marianas Trench. But bad news is, Aquaman's doing great. Wonder Woman's doing great. So Batfleck is out.
It's Batman.
Batman. What was your take on Batfleck?
Batman vs Superman. I really dug him. You think he fit the tone for, the Dark Knight Returns vibe that they were trying to give off. I don't know. I really dug him, but Justice League, they fucking pussified him so much. They turned him into a bitch. He jokes now. He was like, I'm rich, Like, come on, dude. That's not Batman. And the fucking suit fucking sucked.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
There is a fan edit being made right now of the Justice League called the Black Suit Edition, because initially Zack Snyder's version was supposed to be Black Suit Superman, and this guy's trying to put back in all the deleted scenes and recolor code it. Looks kind of cool.
Yeah.
What do you think about Mr. Batfleck, Javi?
I got no opinions on him whatsoever.
You didn't like Batfleck? You didn't like Underbite Batman? That wasn't your thing?
I think we're really pissed with Batman Superman. He came off like a real fucking dick.
Yeah, it was awesome.
And I found myself getting annoyed more than like, oh, this is pretty awesome.
You want to know what annoys me the most about that movie, and I want to tell this story.
Is it
as me and Jake were smoking a cigarette after he's seen it, he's telling me about the scene where he stops to. He's not going to kill him. He's telling me about the Martha scene. And the way Jake tells it to me, I'm like, that's badass. And then I see it in the theater, and I'm like, what the fuck did Jake watch? Like, that wasn't badass. Like, he literally sold it to me. I'm like, that's the coolest fucking thing I ever heard. And he was just telling me, and I was like, that's good. And then I watched it, and I was like,
You know Adderall when he was telling you this?
Probably. Probably.
There's a good chance.
Yeah. Because you're probably chain smoking. 5 packs in, we're like, we're making Batman. Let's do this right now. Cutting that out, Javi. Thank you.
Why are you cutting what out?
Nothing. Okay, because we got to talk about the Breaking Bad movie that is set to debut on Netflix. Have y'all heard about this?
What?
Were you fans of the Breaking of the Bad?
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay. How many seasons before you started watching, or were you on the train right away?
You know what? I think I binge watched it on Netflix whenever it finally came out on there.
All 5 seasons, or just like the first
All
couple?
of it.
How about
Well,
you?
no, I caught up to the 4th, and I watched the season finale in like real time.
Okay.
Whatever.
Hobbs?
Series finale.
I started from day one.
You took your meth trip right off the bat? Okay. Me, it took a while to get into it. I did not like it. I literally had to get through about half of the first season before I was like, holy fuck, this is amazing.
I know from the trailer for Breaking Bad, I initially was like, oh, I gotta watch this shit. The dad from Malcolm in the Middle, running through the desert
I knew
in
nothing
his
about
underwear.
that.
Yeah.
I didn't know who he was, didn't know anything.
And I thought, oh, this is gonna be fucking hilarious. And little did I know how serious it was gonna be.
Yeah, this is not hilarious.
Yeah. I was a huge fan of that show. I think it's pretty much a masterpiece. Up until spoilers, they really blew their load in the 4th season finale with Gustavo getting his face blown off.
Gus Fring.
Oh, it was
He was a
amazing.
badass villain, though.
Amazing. So once they brought the Nazis in, I was like, okay.
Yeah.
But they had to finish it out. Now this movie is just a Jesse Pinkman movie is what we're looking at. And it'll be what happens to him after the thrilling escape at the end of the series. I think that's bullshit. I think they're bringing back Walter White. I don't think he died.
I heard that they might be doing flashbacks.
Absolutely.
They'll have long scenes of flashbacks.
How are you going to do the show without the manipulator and chief of that like situation? But I guess that was his resolution at the end. He broke free of his manipulation.
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
But who cares about Jesse?
Yeah, I want to see Walter.
Dude, I fucking hated Jesse by that last season.
Yeah, you didn't like him?
He just I took that show super personally. I was always on Walter's side. Like I fucking hated Skylar. And then when Jesse kind of turned his back, I was just like,
you hated her when she got thick, Skylar? She went from thin Skylar to super thick.
My contempt for that character ran so deep that she got thick, and I didn't fucking bat an eye. I was like, I fucking
dislike her also
on an immense level, lady.
I hate her too.
Yeah, I was not a fan of her, but I also understood in retrospect, you gotta kind of go like, that's, she would have probably been under extreme amounts of stress.
Oh, yeah.
So, and the way,
So, I mean, but that is a testament of a good actor. If you hate them, like, for what they're doing on there, like, they're doing their fucking job, right?
And
it's
the
like
show,
Joffrey and fucking
Game of Thrones. Oh my god! Whenever he's going fucking Blueface, you're like, fucking die! I literally was standing over my TV going, you die! You son of a bitch! And then I was trying to feed shit to him. Like I was like, die more!
That show gave my first glimpse, recognition of
your first boner.
Bill Burr.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Bill Burr, the Veil Cry.
And LaVelle.
I fucking love. Dude, can you imagine? I literally sounded like Bill Burr there for a second. Dude, can you imagine being at a comedy show where it was Lavelle Crawford and Bill Burr? Like, you get that on the screen. First time I saw it, I was like, I don't know who these guys are, but they are fucking amazing.
Yeah.
And that scene where he's like, I just gotta lay down. He lays down on all the money. And ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know who Lavelle Crawford is, if he is in your town, go see him. And
hilarious.
If you don't know who Bill Burr is, if he's in your town, go see him. You will not be.
Hilarious.
Oh my god, so good.
I think they should make the movie about the two Mexican brothers, the Hitmen.
Dude,
that would
those
be a
guys
cool
were fucking
fucking movie.
Have you guys watched?
Those guys were cool.
Have you guys been watching Better Call Saul? They
No.
deal with all that.
Do
in
they?
Better Call Saul, yeah. They bring back.
They bring back the uncle also.
They bring back the uncle. They give all that backstory. They tell you how Saul Goodman meets Gus
Fring.
Yeah, meets Gus and gets set up with him, and they deal with Big Jack, the Mexican guy who was always like on coke and shit like that. Like it's
Tuco?
Tuco. Yeah, he's awesome.
He was in Training Day. He was a sniper in Training Day.
Dude, he's really,
Get my
really
shit
funny.
pushed in real fucking hard.
So anyhow, yeah, man, I'm pumped for that. And so basically,
I can't believe Jake is all about it wanted to say it.
I've never seen Training Day.
Oh my!
Really sad. You guys watch Bohemian Rhapsody yet?
I saw it.
Negative.
All right, we will talk about it next week then. But I would say a lot of people have been hating on this movie. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Personally, I fucking dug it. Javi, just real
I
quick.
really like this movie. I think a lot of people are getting pissed off the fact that it wasn't like historically accurate on some.
It's not historically accurate at all, but as a film, it's amazing.
And it's just little people nitpicking, and it's just annoying.
Well, I mean, Queen were there to oversee like the whole production.
They were, and that's the thing. Brian May's been saying that the lead guitarist of Queen, he's been saying this movie was made by us from our perspective. Yes, it is a put together version of it, but this stays true to the spirit of the band and who Freddie was as a person. And he goes, and for all these people hating it, they just don't get it. This is the version we want to put out. Which is true because they actually fired fucking Borat, who was originally going to play.
They can sign him.
They got rid of him because he wanted to go even bigger and badder into the partying life of Freddie Mercury in the movie. And he really wanted to delve into like the deep, dirty shit. And they, honestly, in the film, they delve into it enough. They didn't have to go any darker because I felt like they showed that party animal.
Yeah.
And that he really went there. But anyhow, he's been saying, fuck everyone who doesn't like it, and also we made a shit ton of money, and the fans love it. And I'll be honest with you, it just made me love the band even more. I've been listening to Queen nonstop this week, so
awesome.
Definitely check it out.
Yeah.
I just wanted to point that out. So if you haven't seen it and you've already heard the negativity about it, put that out of your mind. Is it a perfect biopic? No.
No, is it biopic or biopic?
Oh, I don't know.
I say both.
I don't know. Which is it?
I do. I'm by biopic.
You beat me to it.
Gwyneth Paltrow will be exiting the Marvel Cinematic Universe soon.
Are you going to bring in Emma
Ladies and gentlemen, do we feel like...
Does she bring anything to it?
Exactly. Fuck that goop bitch. That's my personal feeling.
Goop bitch?
Now,
She's white.
No.
Yeah.
Her website's called Goop. You've never seen it?
Goop.
Oh.
It's
bitch.
literally her website's named after the sound I'd like to put on her fucking face. Goop. Goop. She's smoking hot. she is literally the dumbest bitch, I think, on the planet Earth. Do you know the shit that she puts on her Goop website? It's stuff like, take this jade egg and put it up your pussy. And I'm just like, I have got to find a woman who is into the Goop website.
Where do I get a jade egg?
Exactly. I'm be like carrying them around everywhere. But they give like the worst advice on that website to really rich white women, basically.
Like,
so I'm like,
fork and stick it in a socket?
What? Stick what in a socket?
Did she give you like, hey, take your nice metal fork and stick it in a socket? Like that kind of advice?
I did that once. Does that make me dumb?
So about this podcast next week.
No. I literally. Will you miss her in the Marvel Cinematic Universe? Do you want to see her go out?
I mean, I
really have no feelings on it.
No?
I do like seeing her as a redhead, though. But that's about it.
I would love to Goop on her face. That's all. I just want to bring it up. Goop. There are 2 Disney Plus shows coming out for Star Wars.
Plush shows?
Disney Plus is what they're calling it.
Oh, okay.
One is The Mandalorian. Mm-hmm. The other is the prequel series to Rogue One.
Oh my
Have you heard of that? With,
that sounds boring.
With
about as boring as Rogue One.
You didn't like Rogue One there,
No, Ralph. That was rough.
The prequel series have Cassian Andor on running around doing shit, but why? Because we know he dies eventually. I don't know why they would do that. But possibly there might be a third one they announced today. Take a guess of who might be coming back.
Yoder?
Obi-Wan.
It's Obi-Wan. That's right. Instead of doing a feature film, they might instead do Obi-Wan as a limited series on Disney Plus with Ewan McGregor. I'd watch the fuck out of that.
Yeah, that would make more sense.
Yeah, I would watch.
Wait, is he voicing or is it going to be live action?
Yeah, it'll be live action. Oh, yeah,
that's awesome.
Yes, I think that you just found a huge selling point there.
So it's going to be like after, like he takes Luke.
Mm-hmm. It'd be the in between.
So kind of like the age will pan out with this. That's
while he's on Tatooine watching Luke grow up.
Yes. Really creepy looking in the window. Just, what are you doing? What are you doing, Luke?
Yes, Luke.
Someone's getting their first hairs.
Luke,
This is not the lotion you're looking for.
Don't forget to put a battle on the brain in it.
Disney Plus, though, I think that's going to be the Netflix killer. I don't know. What do you guys think? They're taking all their shit from Netflix. They're throwing it over to the Disney app.
What are they taking from Netflix?
Everything.
You can't say
Marvel Cinematic. All their Marvel shows are dead. They're canceled.
You know Marvel's going to be going to Hulu.
No, Marvel is going to Disney Plus also. Disney, when they buy Fox, is getting a stake on Hulu. And so they're going to have some of their stuff on Hulu.
Because I read that...
It's because Fox owns a huge stake in Hulu, so that's why they have it. Now, they could use that to release stuff there. My last bit of news, because I want to get into our subject, and it goes right into it. They're going to be releasing a Batman versus Guess Who movie.
Wolverine.
Nope.
Deadpool.
That'd be sweet, though. Keep thinking, comic book character from the 90s, late 80s.
Lobo.
Fantastic Four?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They're going to be releasing an actual animated film about that.
Wow.
And the reason I wanted to bring up the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is it reminds me of the beginning of the 90s. And that's going to be our subject tonight. We're going to talk about the 1990s.
Nice.
I want to talk about back in the day. We are children of the 90s, a little bit of the 80s too. So I find myself being born in 1985, a child of the 90s. I enjoy that shit. Some of the 80s too. I got to enjoy that stuff in the tail end. But there were many fads, many toys, many slang words during the 90s that stick with me to this day. And I do find myself picking up on some of the new stuff. I say totes because I think it's funny.
Yeah.
I say gel because I think that's funny too.
Gel?
You jelly? You
jelly.
Yeah. So a lot of the slang of the 90s, that's one of the things that I kind of wanted to start with. What would be your favorite 90s slang words?
Radical.
Tubular.
It was bodacious 90s?
Yeah,
I think it was,
so.
Let's go down through the list and see if we know the meanings of these words, okay? You ready?
Yes.
So if I say, hey, y'all, let's dip or let's get out,
Let's get out of here.
Let's get out of here.
Okay, exactly. I say, sup, B?
Say, what's going on, my friend?
Says, what's up, my bitch? With. I don't know what this is. It says ... with. It says along with or with me. Or
it's kind of like where you don't want to give the answer.
Really? That's what. How do you use it instead? Really? That's it?
Kind of like, yeah. It's like, oh, I went to the club. Who with? With. And you just kind of trail out.
Oh, shit. Did you ever use that? I never used that.
No.
It's like a verbal ...
Ah, I said. All right. So, what's that mean?
Yeah.
All right.
Pretty much.
Just like you're agreeing. Just that's all it is.
What does all that mean?
Like she's fucking smoking hot or something like that, or just the shit essentially. All that in a bag of chips.
That's what it says right underneath it. What's that mean? Just means all that in a bag of chips. Like that's it. If you said that to an alien, he'd be like, "What the fuck does that mean?" Like, eat a bag of chips, bitch. Calm down.
Well, like some of these are like pretty self-explanatory what they mean.
I never heard this one. Atari, a term used among electronic musicians. I don't know what the fuck that means. Biatch. I have not heard biatch in years.
I like how you said it, biatch. You really punched the Y in biatch.
Biatch. What's it mean?
Biatch.
It means bitch. What does bitch mean?
Biatch.
You're right. So I still use bitch quite a bit, where I'll call people bitch all the time.
Dude, it's one of my favorite curse words, man. I fucking love bitch.
Yeah. I just be like, what are you doing, bitch?
Being a bitch.
Yeah. So I would say that one's still there. Bling bling. Do we say bling bling anymore? No one does, do they?
I think I died in 99.
Ladies and gentlemen,
if you're
maybe I'm not trying to degrade somebody. What are you doing all that bling bling
on? What you doing with that bling bling, baby? It just means jewelry, basically, or stuff on you. Blazed.
Oh man, I'm lit.
Yeah,
I'm fucking hot.
There you go. Someone.
I'm blazed.
Someone who is high, basically.
Blazed,
yes.
baby.
Bones.
Dominoes or joints.
Does it mean a fist fight?
I think that's a little bit older than the 90s because here it says money, but I go with you. I thought the same thing. I thought about rollies. That's what I thought too.
I thought of fucking Jesus.
You're not a fan of Jesus?
Huh?
You don't like
I always associated bones with like throwing hands.
Oh, this one's 100% 90. Brutal.
Oh, I still use brutal.
Yeah,
that's fucking brutal.
That's brutal, man.
Bill Burr.
Oh man, it's
Bill Burr's favorite fucking
even
word.
better. It's wicked. It's wicked brutal, man.
Fucking brutal.
It's brutal. It's cha-ching.
Oh, we're in the money.
Yes. How about you give me some of that cheddar?
We're in the money.
You guys want to watch a chick flick?
Dude,
I didn't know.
Chick flicks in the 90s were pretty fucking good, man.
What's your favorite chick flick from the 90s?
A Cool Dry Place.
Wow. What the fuck is that about? That sounds like some lesbian shit.
Ready to fucking answer right
dear
on the
Lord.
fucking ready.
Been thinking about that for a minute.
Oh my God.
Vince Vaughn,
Hey.
Joey Lauren
Vince
Adams.
Vaughn, I think we sealed the deal here.
You go back to the beginning. Javi, you need to chill out, which is the next thing on the list here.
All right,
You need to
I'll back her down a notch.
All right.
Chill.
Y'all want to
Chilly.
y'all want to chill out at the crib?
Chill out at the crib.
You want to go to the
bro.
crib?
Get blazed?
So what's the crib?
The house duck.
Yes.
No.
Dude, I'm helping out the
baby's
children.
bed.
Yeah. You ain't allowed in there, baby. Crunk. People do not say that.
Okay.
So if you get crunk, you are getting
With it.
yes.
Man, okay with that shit was awesome.
I still say this one quite a bit. Down.
You do.
Yeah. I say you guys down.
I'm down.
Down. Down. I'm down.
No.
That's very nice.
I'm
I
down.
don't say that anymore. I'm totally down. If I said stop saying the F-bomb, what does the F-bomb mean?
I'll say, what the fuck are you talking about?
No, you can't use
fucking
that
bomb?
F-bomb.
Yeah.
No, the mother...
You can't fucking say bomb on a train, bro.
I said F-bomb. It's fine.
Chill out. Okay?
What if I said F-Y-I?
For your information.
Fly.
I gotta fly like an eagle.
Fuck you, Ivan.
My favorite one on here so far is frickin'. Because in that one video you say, hey, we weren't frickin' heckin' cursing. Frittily fresh. Or I added the frittily. What is fresh?
It's like,
Ooh.
you're
It's
clean.
like, yeah. It's like fresh.
Or you're like
you
super
know?
stylish.
You know, you talk about fresh, you know.
Yeah, man.
They're just fresh.
Oh man, those clothes are popping fresh, bro.
Yeah, look-
Hell yeah,
Yeah.
man. Sit back.
Yo, your girl's hair is fresh.
What if I have to say to you guys, hey, get a room? I mean, stop fucking around in front of me. I don't want to
Yeah.
see you.
Go fuck around.
Take that
behind
dick out of your mouth. you go into another room and do that.
I don't want to
see
fag and
that
you'll suck that dick.
If you're
You
getting...
take that friggin' dick out of your mouth.
what's getting jiggy mean?
No. I still don't know what that
I
means
never
to this
know
day.
what that
What
means.
is that? What is it?
What were you going to say?
That's when he did that.
What?
He was like, what is that? What is it?
What is this frickin' jiggy we're talking about? Home skillet.
Like homie.
Yeah. What's up, home skillet?
Yeah.
What's a hooch or a hoochie?
Oh.
It's the 90s version of floozy or hussy.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Like a lady of the night.
Yeah, the kind of women Duck looks wore.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, if you're a hoochie...
Less than reputable.
Wow.
This is fun. What else you got?
Mofo.
Motherfucker.
Yep. Straightforward motherfucker.
Why is it not Mufu?
Mufasa. Mufusa. My bad.
Exactly that, my bad.
Oh, fat. No one says fat anymore.
PH?
P-H-A-T. Fat.
Pretty hot and tempted.
But really? Is that what it means?
Yes, it does.
Damn. I never even knew that. I'm learning something right now. All right, players. What's a player?
Yo, so,
go with the
play
ladies.
is play. What can I say?
And I think I'm going to stop with the most 90 of 90s scrub.
I don't want none.
Yep, me neither. It's
Is it the guy who thinks he's fly?
No, it's me, riding in your car, yelling at women.
passengers.
You want to suck my dick?
Yeah.
All right. Whatever. All right, so there's a little bit of the 90s slang right there. How about some of the toys from the 90s? Let's get this going.
I was all about the wrestling toys in the wrestling ring.
Yeah, that's not even on my list, but go ahead.
You don't
Talk about it.
Am I the one that ever had this? Like, I had actual toys.
Hey, do you want to say it or want me to say it?
No, you go ahead.
Easy for you to say.
Uh,
There you go.
Anyway, I had like this WWF wrestling ring, and then I had all my Marvel toys. Had Venom.
yeah, I had those
Wolverine.
also.
And I had my own like little wrestling company, and I had like little belts for the toys.
You were the Vince McMahon of your bedroom. You're
going to
do it.
of my toy organization.
Well, Carnage has to take on Sergeant Slaughter. Take that, Rowdy Piper.
Oh, goddamn.
Let's talk about real 90s toys, okay, Javi?
Oh, that was awesome. No. That was exactly what you... Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, let's start with the Bouncy Balls. Oh, yeah. Or Sergeant Slaughter's face. Now, Bouncy Balls could be found everywhere. Say it seriously. But, like, that was the big thing.
Yeah, they can.
Right on his face.
Are you
I
talking
got
about
your
the Super
bouncy
Bowl?
balls right here.
Yeah, I'm talking about the stuff that you find in what I call the nookie machines, the little quarter machines.
Yeah.
So that, I mean, like, every time you left the store, you'd be like, can I get a quarter? And then those things were huge.
Yeah.
Anything, stickers, those tattoos that you stick on, homies, all that stuff. Like, I don't really think people do those little vending machines. I never see them anywhere, but outside of every shopping center, you can get a bouncy ball, you get a homie, you get a little piece of crap jewelry, bling, all that
Skating
stuff.
rinks.
What was the one that was the sticky thing that you...
Oh, yeah, the hand slaps.
Yeah, so
I like the one that you can throw on the wall and they just...
exactly,
trickle down.
the climbers.
Yeah.
So 50 cents, man, you get yourself a little novelty toy. Though that shit was everywhere. In front, like every supermarket at the very end, boom, there it was. Every, like you said, skating rink or places like that. Somewhere they just take your quarters.
Not even the one that crawled down the wall, but you remember the balls whenever you do them, they completely would flatten out.
Oh, no, what was that? Do you remember the one where it would invert and then it would pop up and jump up in the air?
Were fun.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. And then I'd chew on them and almost die all the time. It's so stupid. And then I just start popping down the street, flopping over like a dead fish. There it goes again. Anything that I ate that came out of those machines, I became that thing.
Oh, not again. Don't give him any more quarters, okay?
He's climbing down the wall.
Oh, God.
He's sticking the whole way. How about YoYos? Did you guys ever get pretty into
I was a badass with my...
You walk the dog and do
with
the
my
cat spray.
fire starter. Fucking...
Whoa, what's the fire starter?
God damn, I forget the name of the company who did it. Spitfire, I think.
Okay.
And There were those badass yo-yos that you could buy at the mall from the stands. You'd see the guys out there fucking doing it. But they just had the really good axles, so they'd spin for fucking ever.
Right.
You could sleep forever, so you could pick them up and rock the cradle and
do all that
walk
cool
the dog. Yeah, man, I got mad pussy at that point in my life.
I was gonna say
I was fucking rolling in it.
Well, the question is that true or not? Did the ladies see those talent and those skills?
I'm sure there's a few.
Oh yeah,
that were like, I want
kindergarten teacher, right?
I was probably 20.
Yeah?
No. You fucking
Once
idiots.
again,
I was like
kindergarten
13,
teacher.
14.
Well, dude, I mean, you could have been I bring up finger fucking a lot on this podcast, but you could have been finger fucking.
Because you're itching to do that.
Yeah, they're like, I bet his finger's really fucking strong for all that yo-yo. Let's get some of that yo-yo finger action in
what
there.
if you picked up the cat's cradle and you're like, blah, 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 blah.
She's like, yeah. Then they're like, do me.
Yeah, right now. Leave the
Yo,
couch.
yo, master, I want you to do because you're the yo-yo guy.
Oh, that's awesome.
I want you to yo-yo my pussy.
Do y'all remember inflatable aliens? That was a big thing. Like, around 96,
Yeah.
97. It was always homey like aliens. I always had like the what? I'm trying to think.
Whoa, you talking about
So
illegal
they could be,
aliens?
Wait, why you gotta say homie then point at me?
No,
like,
you're wearing the sweatshirt.
And then he said
like
aliens.
that. Yeah, my bad. They always had like the thick black sweatshirt on, and they were always just kind of like.
They were just trying to appeal to the urban demographic.
Yes, basically. I mean,
Like, you know what black children like to play with? Inflatable aliens.
Yeah, but
that
you guys
look like them.
You guys
and
remember?
Their peers.
Oh my God, calm down, Javi.
Jesus.
Would you like to get off your view-type fucking soapbox?
Fucking
Jesus.
victim of society.
Wow,
over here.
I apologize that
Jesus.
the aliens upset you so much. Wow. Just happened to be wearing a sweatshirt. If he was wearing one, I would have said the same thing
I was
to him.
just saying, like, I was. Never
No,
mind.
go ahead.
No, we're good.
You're a fucking alien.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Ooh, tearaway trousers. Did you guys ever have any?
Not
tearaway
trousers, but I did have some tearaway Adidas.
Did you have the
I would
pants?
some fucking tearaway Dockers though.
Yeah.
That would be pretty fucking sweet.
What's a Docker?
Like Dockers, like khakis, like trousers.
Well, that's what it said here. I don't know.
No, I'm just saying it would be fucking awesome.
How about Jinko jeans?
Oh no,
Never
man.
had Jinko jeans.
My parents wouldn't allow me.
What?
Yeah, I'm glad that they were fucking.
Really?
Yeah, I'm
they
really
were so
happy.
comfy, and you could put so many weapons down. I mean, they were
Yeah,
so comfy.
exactly.
That's why they wouldn't let you have them, right? Because
No, and then I look back at all my friends in the pictures. I'm like, man, y'all really look fucking.
It was
Wildly weird.
I love them. They were
Stupid.
super comfy. You're right. They did look terrible, but that baggy pants, that was the thing.
Oh, that was I know that. I said I wanted them.
It was weird whenever it turned around and went back to skinny jeans. I'm like, I ain't wearing those.
No,
I'd never been cuddled or cradled on my cock before because I'd always been wearing Jinkos around. So next, I put on skinny jeans. I'm like,
swing
they can see my
free.
huge nut. Oh my God, they're so big.
There's people dancing under them like disco balls.
Woo! Gel pens.
I still use gel pens to this day.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, adults don't, but that's good.
Like,
those.
The ones that like
smart.
the,
That's what you got.
I just like to see you with your little gel pens over there going, and now pink, and now just the tip of blue.
First of all, I just use white gel pens for highlights.
I use. I got a buddy who works at the county jail, and that's where I get all my gel pens.
Yeah, he brings them out. He's like, we only do this in glitter sparkles. How about Lisa Frank stickers? And I know we're not supposed to say we had those, but Lisa Frank was like a huge thing.
She had insane folders.
Yeah. The binders, the stickers, the coloring.
Hey, what colors were they?
this
What
bitch?
colors were they?
Fucking neon, man.
Pink,
Yeah.
purple,
Pink, purple,
Green.
magenta, seafoam green.
every neon color you can imagine.
Exactly.
And it's like all unicorns.
Who was she, though? Because I always got Lisa Frank mixed up with the girl from the attic.
Yeah.
What was her name?
Helen Keller.
Yeah.
Everybody knows about Helen Keller. Oh, Anne Frank.
Oh, I think my head just exploded a little bit.
Oh yeah, Anne Frank. Lisa Frank.
So,
Duh.
I always wonder what happened because everyone had those goddamn
Did you really
binders.
think that Anne Frank was pulling art like that out in Nazi Germany, hiding in an
You
attic?
never know, man. All the
Maybe
pictures.
that's why she was hiding in
all
that attic.
all the pictures in black and white. How would you know? You wouldn't. Maybe she was drawing a tiger, but like it was a neon tiger.
What's Anne's middle name?
Yeah.
Miriam?
Nope. Lisa. Let it be known.
And Frank's middle name was Lisa.
Yeah, and Lisa Frank.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
It was.
She's got 3 first names.
How about, did you guys have any of these? Troll dolls.
Yep. Sadly.
All right, just happy you guys admitted to it.
My mom used to work at Foleys in the mall in the 90s, and they had a little troll kiosk. So, like, she'd bring home one every week, and she'd have them, like, draw on the butt or whatever at the stand. They'd take the little tiny felt tips, and they'd, like, put art on there, like if it was a Halloween design. They would fucking draw a pumpkin on there and shit.
I just imagine Foleys being Matt Foley from SNL. What's his?
I want to buy our ladies' shoes today. Got a nice special on purses over here.
They're over here. They're over there. They're
right over here. The makeup. Good evening, ma'am.
Can you check your bag at the door? Oh my god, that would have been amazing. How about bowl haircuts? Did you guys ever have a bowl haircut?
I can't pull off a bowl haircut.
Nope, the mullet. The Bud Bundy mullet from
Yeah, we definitely got the bowl haircut, and we just looked like fat little penises running around. It was ridiculous.
You look like chodes.
Yeah, we look like chodes too. Everyone, just a family full of chodes. People
like
there goes the
Toad.
chodes. The mullet, though, yeah, that was a big thing early 90s.
Yeah, it was like Brian Bosworth.
Yeah, man.
Fucking had one.
Yeah, I still grow mine sometimes.
Theo Vaughn, he rocks a mullet.
Pogs.
Yes.
I want to talk about
Pogs.
Pogs did not last.
Awesome.
They did not. It was Pogsome.
I was fucking won
Dude,
all the Pogs.
Question. Why didn't that last longer? That was literally, if you look at the fidget spinners, that 6-month period we just had with fidget spinners.
Pokemon.
That was Pogs. You think the Pogs
Pokemon
got taken by Pokemon?
came out maybe
and then
a year
months,
after. Maybe
less
a
than
year.
And it was the new, you got to catch them all thing. But
Yeah.
Pogs were the shit. For people who don't know what Pogs were, they were little circles. They were bottle caps, I guess, is what they called them. But they were just like circles, and you'd stack them up high, and they'd have all your favorite shit on it. And my favorite one I ever saw was the Power Ranger Pogs. I was like, that's perfect. It's alliterative. And then you get Slammer, and the good Slammer would be a metal Slammer.
Yeah.
The shitty Slammer would be a plastic Slammer,
Right.
maybe a picture in the middle. And the rule was supposed to be, if you put them all upside down, you flipped them, whenever once you flipped on your slam, you get to keep those.
Yep.
Now, the other kids at school would never let me keep the cool ones because I was the poor kid.
No, that was mine.
And I would never bring any good Pogs to the fucking party. My Pogs were always like really shitty, like smiley faces, and one I made at home myself.
Yes.
I couldn't afford them. No, it's real, guys. No, you cut that out. No, I didn't. But I fucking love Pogs like that.
Yeah.
When it disappeared, it literally made me sad. And then my parents later, because it was like on clearance, they bought us a giant crate full of Pogs. So we still have Pog parties at my place, which sounds really weird. But how about you guys?
I'd go to a Pog party.
Yeah, what was your...
I would too.
Can we bring them back, please?
Yeah, that would be awesome.
I thought you meant fat ass white girl.
Yeah, P-A-W-G.
Yeah,
my bad, bro.
Plump, man. Yeah, do you have any left? I kind of want to play.
I think I've got maybe a few left. I think I just trashed them. I know I took my Pog tube and turned it into a bong at some point. So
I think I fucked mine. I think that's what I did.
You fucked your Pogs?
That's why we don't have them anymore.
Well, I fucked it after it was a bong. So
Yeah.
I lost all mine back in 2012. So it's alright.
Wait, what happened in 2012?
I moved to Jersey. We had to put a lot of our shit into storage.
Hey, you left the Pogs?
I left my N64 and my Pogs and my Pokemon collection in that storage locker.
Just like you left the alcohol and everything else today.
It's like just having the kids on Mondays.
You never had any alcohol. And you never had any Pogs or Pokemon, did you? All right, let's talk about Pokemon, though. You're right. That's a huge fad from the 90s. Did you guys buy in day one?
I was right at the ass end of it. Like, I was going
He was busy getting ass.
Yeah, pretty much.
You were like, I could catch them all or I could fuck them all.
Yeah.
Let's find out which happens first.
Oh, caught a different thing.
How about you?
I was all about Pokemon, man.
Yeah. So you weren't fucking them all, you were catching them all.
I was
with you. I was catching them all and just being a total nerd about it.
I had all 125 Pokemon.
No, I never made it past the first like gym or anything like that. I just wander around in the grass. I don't like RPGs. Never been big into them. But I love the characters and I love the designs, and I actually drew a Pokemon picture once when I was Crippy Boy and got it in Nintendo Power magazine, which I'm still very proud of to this day.
Nice.
Next week it'll be on the wall. Now that I think about it. How far along did you go with the Pokemon before you cut it out?
I think I started when I was 12. I stopped when I was 14.
Did you watch the first movie in theaters? Pokemon, the first movie.
I did.
God, that was fucking huge whenever it came out.
It was a fucking monster, man.
And the fact is, Pokemon died for a long time. Pokemon Go is what brought it back a couple years ago. And that game was alright.
There's still people playing it. I still know people playing it.
Yeah, those are the...
Danzy?
Yeah, those are the people I call nerds, where I'm just like, nerd.
I still play Pokemon.
You still play Pokemon Go?
Yes!
How many you got?
Like 220?
Does it count that the only reason I don't play it is because my phone won't run it?
Do you want to play it, though? Do you have the urge to play it?
No! I love Pokemon. With Pokemon there, though, do you remember the predecessor to Pokemon, which would be the...
If you fucking say Digimon, I want to flip this thing.
Tamagotchi.
Oh, wait.
Which is close to Digimon. Yes, the predecessor. Tamagotchi.
Yeah, I had a Tamagotchi.
Little digital pet that you had to keep alive.
I can never keep it alive. It would always fucking die or turn into a monster.
Did you have one? Tamagotchi and or Digimon? Which was the little egg?
Gigapet.
Gigapet. That was the other one. You're right. Gigapet was even, like, I think after Tamagotchi or maybe before.
I think it was before Tamagotchi.
But it was just a little pixel guy on a screen, a little LCD screen. And
you took care of it, yeah.
And you'd have to feed it, and like, well, what are you going to do? And I'm like, oh, I'm going to feed it, and I'm going to go outside. You know, and
groundbreaking.
Dude, it literally, like... I didn't have one for a long time because, you know, once again, poor family. And then so all the rich kids really did have them, and I was always just like, oh, it's a sign of wealth. And I always got bummed out.
Bro, they would sell those things for $1 at the 99-cent store.
Once again, poor family, couldn't afford it. There's 5 of us. That's $5 down the drain, Javi. Minimum wage back there was 39 cents.
Yo, let me get 20 cents. Yo, let me get 20 cents. 5 people, 20 cents. You got $1.
I would say we need to talk about the 3 biggest fads, though, of the 90s when it comes to the toys. Number 1, what would you say would be the biggest toy of the 90s?
Biggest toy of the 90s?
Yep. There's 3 that come to mind for me.
I want to say Moon.
This is the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost of the toys in the 90s.
Nerf. No.
Oh, shit, dude. You're right. I didn't even think about Nerf. Okay, there's 4. He's the devil. Nerf is the devil, okay? Nerf was huge.
Yeah. Still is, but I mean, it was really big.
Fucking Nerf guns were the shit, dude. Oh my god, so much fun. I'm gonna say number 1 would be Tickle Me Elmo.
Yeah.
Y'all remember how big the Tickle Me Elmo was when it came out?
It was insane. People lost their lives over this fucking doll.
Did they? I believe
I'm pretty sure people got killed.
I'm pretty sure it was one of those Black Friday situations where somebody ran over somebody with a cart and like it was
just walked out in the parking lot and stabbed them and took it.
That tickles! It doesn't tickle me, Elmo!
It's a good thing this doll's red.
You'll never know. Wipe off the blood. I still don't know why. My uncle bought it one time, and he bought it for his son, and he's playing with it, and it's going... My uncle was kind of a real manly man.
Yeah.
And he's sitting there playing with it, and he's like... and I was like, geez, I think you like that more than the kid does. And he goes, fuck you. You smart ass.
What, Furbies?
Furbies, yes. I would say that's the second. Absolutely. Do you remember the little Furbies?
I do.
The little gremlin type creature?
Oh, man, the fucking caused national panic over fucking recording government phone calls and shit like that. Yeah, they banned them for a little while, I thought.
What was going on? They were picking up, like, transmissions or something? Or what was happening?
Like, they recorded everything. So, like, they would play back at random times. So, like, if you couldn't have, like, private conversations if a Furby was in the room.
So who's doing, like, a Russian information swap in front of a Furby, though? Just like
that's how they got all this shit for this 2016 election. They fucking had this fucking whole crate full of Furbies just in there chirping and talking. Furbies on here.
It seriously is a series of sophisticated Furbies set up everywhere. Right. Like, welcome, comrade. Yeah. Comrade, what the fuck was that?
Yeah. It's okay, Comrade Furby's here.
He's got a little parade for some reason. No, I don't remember that. That became a thing where they were recording everything.
They like banned him, I thought.
They did for a little bit, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, like you couldn't find them, and they were such a hot item to find anyways. And then it was just like, oh yeah, by the way, that's it.
I think that was one of the fads that was kind of androgynous in the sense that boys and girls wanted that toy. You know, like I maybe not. You guys are giving me a weird look. Like I never wanted a fucking Furby.
No, I wanted one.
Yeah,
you wanted a fucking Furby?
Yeah, I did want. I did.
Just like I wanted a Talkboy.
Yeah. Oh, dude, fuck the next thing I was gonna say. Talkboy was the shit. Y'all remember? Have you seen Home Alone 2?
I've always wanted.
Have you been able to use the Talkboy to confuse Frankenfurter out of a situation? I'm just saying, the Talkboy was the shit. Did you have one?
No, I wanted one.
Did you have one?
No, I wanted one.
I
like how you saw the Tamagotchi. I saw that as a wealth status.
Yeah, dude, absolutely. If you, that thing was like $80.
Dude, I can't afford. It was actually like $24.
Oh yeah, still even back then.
Back then,
still back then, money.
Kevin McAllister had one, and his dad was
you're
fucking
getting
cartel leader.
You know what's so fucked up?
GI Joes for $3.25. Yeah,
I literally
$24.
I literally have a Talkboy right here in my hand right now, and it's like, fuck this thing.
It's not the same.
Fuck it. I broke it. I didn't mean
Credit
it.
card. You got it.
Oh, dude, that's awesome. Tiger Electronic handheld. Those little LCD games.
We talked about that. That was my
baby
Castlevania experience.
Castlevania. What did you have those?
I had a Pac-Man one.
You had a Pac-Man one? They had a Pac-Man one?
A bunch of those.
Oh, dude, they stacks and stacks and stacks of them. I sent a bunch of them to the Angry Video Game Nerd.
Batman one.
The Batman. If you watch the Angry Video Game Nerd review of the Tiger Electronics, the Batman wristwatch he does, I sent that to him.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes. Also, cool. In the background of some of his videos, you can see I sent him a Tauntaun from Star Wars and shit like that. So it's up in the background.
How much is a
Tauntaun
for Halloween 1 year?
Alrighty. How about Beanie Babies? Did you have any of those? No.
My mom had a fucking ridiculous.
Why were people like treating the Beanie Babies like it was like a college fund?
They seriously, like it was like they're investing in gold.
Yes, exactly. Cash for Beanie Babies.
Yeah.
They should trade it over.
But she still has a bunch of the fucking really supposedly rare ones. I think they still might be something on eBay or something.
Yeah, but I just remember that being like the biggest thing that people are going to collect.
Yeah, the Princess Di Bear.
When they do the QVC thing, we're like, you got to get it. Only 25,000 left.
You're right. We're selling them for $49.99. That's a piece of cloth with beans in it.
Listen to him shake. Listen to him shake.
Worth every penny.
Let's move away from the toys and kind of move towards fads that were like things that you don't see anymore. One of the biggest thing in the 90s, especially late 90s, and it came along with the boy bands phase that we went through, was bleached hair. Did y'all ever have bleached hair?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
I had frosted tips. I've had bleached hair.
Did you have the frosted tips?
Yes, I did.
No, sweet Jesus.
Trust me, dude. Chicks dug it.
Did they? Still, should we
90s chicks, they fucking love that
shit. Should we bring it back? Is that what I'm saying? How about was the other one, the noodle hair? Do y'all remember the noodle hair where people had like the weird, like it looked like ramen noodles, but it was bleached blonde? No, I don't know. What was that?
Those are dreads.
Oh, I thought I'm talking like Justin Timberlake noodle hair.
Oh yeah,
those are dreads.
No, Justin Timberlake didn't have
dreads. Why are you so mad, dude? Those are dreads.
He's mad because he's got noodle hair.
Does he have noodle hair?
If he put gel in it, that would be noodle hair. That's
noodle hair.
I got gel in it now.
Yeah, man.
No, man, like 90s fucking gel.
All we've been talking
Justin Timberlake early fucking in sync.
Dude, all I'm saying
Remember his yellow afro?
Yeah.
You had that kind of hair if you fucking put gel in it.
If we bleach your hair and we gel it,
it's gotta be me.
It's gonna be hot. Boy bands. If you had to pick one, who would you pick?
In Together.
What was that?
It was the spoof boy band on MTV.
Oh yeah, the one with
the noodle hair.
With Kevin Farley.
Yeah. I was gonna pick that. Fuck it. God damn it. I remember watching that and thinking like it's like Chris Farley. So I'll watch it. Yeah. How about you, Javi? Which boy band would you pick? You have to.
No, I'm just.
He's ashamed that he's gonna say O-Town.
No, God no.
You gonna say 98 Degrees? Is that?
It's a toss up right now between LFO and the Backstreet Boys.
LFO.
Yeah. I'm taking
a lot of dick.
But I think my first boy band that I really liked when I was a kid that caught me by surprise. I told nobody this. Like I had a video recorded and I would do the dance. But I was just like, I would like watch it in secret, like, okay, no one's around. I kind of want to hear everybody, and I would just make sure, like, Backstreet Boys.
Yeah, I still love that song. I'm gonna pick the Spice Girls because fuck you guys.
That's not a boy band. They're like one big setup.
Serious. what I do. No, I love the Spice Girls. I'll pick the Backstreet Boys. But I love the Spice Girls when I was a kid. The first time I ever undressed a woman with my eyes or learned how to do it
was just all nipples. Oh
was the front cover of that. I remember it was a birthday party. I'm looking at it. I'm getting a little baby boner. Like, I'm just like, boobies. I can see the contours. Oh, my God.
Dude, but seriously, how awesome was that video, though, for Show Me What You Want? Or if you want to be my friend.
Show me what you
wanna
want.
Be? Like, if you want to be my lover?
If you want to be my lover?
If you want to be my lover.
Yeah.
That video was amazing.
I didn't know what song we were talking about. I was like, which video was
It's
that?
like, if you want to be my lover.
No, there's another one where they looked hotter. It was when they were driving around with the fucking blue Plymouth Roadrunner.
Yes.
Yep, they're in the desert.
Yeah, it was Say You'll Be There. I know a lot about the Spice Girls.
Who's your favorite Spice Girl?
I would say Posh back in the day. Maybe Ginger.
Posh and Ginger.
Yeah.
I was all about
because we're right. That's why.
I was all about Sporty, Spice, and Ginger.
You know, if you said now, I would pick Sporty and Scary.
Ugh,
and by the way, did it ever bother you guys?
Did she really?
No.
Sporty looked fucking like she would kick the shit out of any guy.
I like a woman who looks like a lesbian. I'm not gonna lie. That's kind of my thing.
Does she look like a lesbian now?
A little bit. Why did they call the black girl Scary Spice? I'm just gonna bring it up. I don't care. Seems kind of weird.
She chose her own name.
Do you know she has a kid with Eddie Murphy?
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
It is. Seen Eddie Murphy's new girlfriend?
No.
That's crazy.
I'll be checking that out later.
Sporty Spice is fucking jacked.
Yes. Once again, I like a woman who
like China.
I like a woman who looks like a man. No, I don't like a woman who looks like a man.
Come on. Yeah, man. You can't just have it your way.
By the way, One Night in China, that's a 90s thing, right? Oh, God. You see that China vagina, you'll never... What did you think the first time you saw that? Dude.
That was like more of China and X-Pac than I needed to see in my life.
Yes. I just felt bad for him. I felt like that she was going to crush him and like kill him. And I... It was so good. It was like meaty chunks. I'm talking about her vagina, of course.
Her clit was bigger than X-Pac's dick.
God, it was... If they had a Godzilla-style fight, her clit would have won. Like...
Oh my God, what's that rising from the hood? It's China's clit.
Clitora.
Oh no, not the clitora! Clitora!
It's Clitora! Clitora!
Everybody run! China clitora coming!
Oh
no! You hear in the background. Oh, no time to puke. Must run.
God, what is it?
It's clitora. Clitora. Speaking of clitora, Fanny Packs. Did y'all have Fanny Packs? You didn't? That's a very 90s thing. Go back and look at those pictures. You probably were wearing one and you just don't remember it.
I remember my dad wore one in the 80s whenever we'd go to like Six Flags.
Yeah.
Because he had put on like his swim trunks.
Yeah.
And
take care of
tank top. And he didn't have pockets in it. But that was like the only
But he had the ultimate.
time.
He had the ultimate pocket. He had a fanny pack, which is put it on the side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think fanny packs are called fanny packs in Britain.
No, they called something different completely because fanny means
exactly. Fanny pack is something different over there.
It means clitora.
Getting your fanny pack means something completely different over here, Mr. Powers.
How about the Budweiser?
Frogs.
Oh yeah, the frogs did it too, didn't they?
No. The frogs were before the What's Up thing.
Wise.
We can all agree that Budweiser had the best commercials back in the day, especially since Super Bowl. We all did it.
Had commercials back then.
My favorite was the Clydesdales playing football.
Oh, those guys were badass.
It was one of the Super Bowls, but you know they always had the Clydesdale commercials for Budweiser. They had like the serious one.
Yeah. It was kind of like the Wells Fargo wagon.
How about push-up pops? The sorbet, the sherbet, if you will, the sorbet.
The Flintstone?
Hell yeah, dude. Flintstones, Dino push-up, the purple ones were the best goddamn sherbet.
I was all about the Barney orange ones.
The Barney Orange?
Or was that Fred?
That was Dino.
Was Fred.
It was.
Fred
had those?
Yeah,
he had like the creamsicle one.
Dude, amazing. Do they still have those? I believe they do. Oh my god, I'm going to the store tonight and getting some. Next week we're going to be eating those while talking about the Oscar shit. That's going to be amazing. Also, ring pops. Remember ring pops?
Yeah.
That's how I'm getting engaged one day. I'm getting a bitch of ring pop.
Yep.
With an everlasting gobstopper at the
I
end.
fucking hate ring pops, man.
You didn't like those?
No, because I could never finish one in one shot.
How about necklace candy?
I don't like having big bulky jewelry when I'm trying to play recess.
How about necklace candy? You know, you take some Molly, some ecstasy, go to the thing, have your necklace candy with you.
Yeah.
So you gotta walk through the rest of the day with a sticky neck?
Well, I mean,
No, man.
no. All right. No, man. I won't. I refuse. Okay.
No, I won't do that.
And I won't do that. No. I won't do it. I won't have a sticky neck. How about rollerblades? Did you?
Yeah, bro.
I was all about
I was a
rollerblades.
badass
Yeah.
on some blades.
Really? I couldn't do
We lived
it.
in the cul-de-sac. We'd play a lot of street hockey.
Yeah.
Uh,
Game on.
Yeah.
Game off. Game
Did a
on.
lot of time at the roller rinks. Did some inline like fucking trick skating shit,
Hell
like
yeah.
grinding rails. But then started working at the stadium and started wearing the quads, like the fucking regular
I
roller
love
skates.
those skates.
Yeah, I was fucking skating. I love. But
And if you haven't heard the story of working at the stadium where they led, listen to the All About Us podcast. Because Jake tells an amazing story there. Which evidently my mother listened to that podcast, and she goes, well, I changed my mind. You're my favorite now. And I'm like, that's cool, but how about all the dirty shit we were talking about throughout that whole podcast? God bless you. Love you, Mom.
who was her favorite?
Oh, Matt. He's still our favorite.
Oh.
Yeah. Matt,
Oh, I thought you
I thought you were talking about us on the podcast. I was like, what are you talking? Well, either way, why aren't I your favorite?
I didn't want to
Doug's
say
mom.
like super competitive.
You have
and all
given-
that.
yeah,
Oh, but
seriously.
I'm going to say Jake because... Oh, God! Oh, no! Oh, no! That looked bad.
You will never be her favorite.
Did that fuck up your eye?
No, you're good. No, I hit my eyebrow.
Oh, thank God. Oh, dude, have you ever gotten it right in the eye?
I had.
Ooh, that's not good. Two more things. If I do this noise, I hear... What's that remind you of? A 52K dial-up modem. That is 100% 90s. Did you all have a 52K?
I didn't get internet until 2006.
Oh, yeah, I remember
that was my
that
first
sound.
computer, too, in 2006.
Okay, so you never had a 52K you had to deal with where literally what it is it used the phone line. So if somebody was on the phone, they couldn't use it. If they picked up the phone, it kicked you off the fucking internet. It took 2 hours to download one JPEG. Like, you wouldn't be able to get on any website right now, ever. Your computer wouldn't load anything, dude. And like I said, you had to divvy out the time to be able to use that 52K. It was terrible.
Right.
That's fucking horrible.
Oh, yeah, dude. This is as bad as it sounds. Like, it was terrible.
No, it was the shit.
I mean, it was awesome!
It was Napster.
That's
you give your
that's
fucking,
the last thing we were going to talk about.
fucking computer somebody viruses back then if you wanted to. Oh,
Napster,
how much
though.
fun.
Napster, the beginning of all the way we do this music now, all digital. That is the biggest thing that I think of. That's the end of the 90s. Because that began, 52K, then you hit your Napster. Start getting your free music. You're stealing music, which we all still do. Just like, accept that. You know what I mean? And it almost destroys the music industry, quote unquote. It didn't. It changed the music industry. I remember watching Men in Black, and he talks about the little mini CDs.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm going to have to get the white album again soon. And I was like, what would be the next thing that people would do? It was like a tiny box that people would have their music on. But how would you get their music in a tiny box?
And then MP3 player.
5 fucking years later, dude, I came up with a goddamn MP3 player.
Well, before that, I got one of the mini disc players.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Was it
you remember
good?
those? It was like
The
the little
Walkman?
cartridge, Sony. And I thought that was supposed to be the next wave.
Yeah. But
Going there.
that pretty much was dead
Yeah,
format
that
when it
was.
came out.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But yeah, Napster, like you said, how many viruses did you get?
So
But
many.
also things were named badly there too, so you could just look up like Weird Al, and it would give you a million parodies.
Oh,
And
yeah.
And my favorite one would be the Dr. Demento one that was the Yoda, drunk Yoda. Where he's like, "Payow, bitch!" But yeah, man, Napster. How many hours did you spend just downloading music back in the day?
Too fucking many.
Yeah,
Fucking lot. I didn't use Napster. I was all about LimeWire.
yeah, that was way
That's
after.
way more
Way
dirty for your
after,
computer.
Yeah.
Hey,
That
bro,
shit.
you
Just
hate
come
your
on.
computer? Check out LimeWire.
Or just rip it off of YouTube.
Can you think of any other fads or things in the 90s that really go along with that decade that just no longer exist? I'm cheating because I had a
Good
huge
cartoons
list.
from Nickelodeon Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like
that was like
Rugrats.
cartoon heyday was the fucking 90s.
I agree.
And now...
Like you said, just the beginning of it. Rugrats, Doug, Ren and Stimpy.
Hey Arnold, Angry Beavers Invaders is in.
Oh, I love the Angry
Just
Beavers.
the programming Nickelodeon had alone.
That after-school program from Nickelodeon was a fucking beast.
Hey, listen,
Clarissa Explains It All.
Fuck yes. Nick, all that. Clarissa Explains It All.
Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Go back and watch it.
Legends
It's
of the
bad
Hidden
as you remember, but it's awesome. Dude, Olmec. Oh, I love Olmec,
What's
man.
your favorite team?
Legends of the Hidden Temple. That's the
Purple Monkeys.
The Silver Monkeys, dude. What are you?
Wait, Silver Monkeys?
Yes, Silver Monkeys. Yeah.
Purple
Oh, it's
Monkeys.
Purple Parrot, Silver Monkeys, the Red Cheetahs.
The
Silver Snakes.
I don't know. They were all silver to me. It was just the
Blueberry
shrine of the Silver Monkey. But that, and then Guts, and then there was another one.
I do have the biggest crush on Mel.
And then also Salute Your Shorts. That was the shit. Oh, it was so good.
Yeah, Guts. What was the other one? It was
there was like
that
Guts, but it
climbed
wasn't.
the aggro crag.
Oh, that was Guts.
That was Guts.
Okay,
yeah.
there was another one.
Nick
like it.
Arcade?
Nick Arcade was
Nick
the
Arcade was
shit.
awesome.
Yeah.
You had to get up early in the morning to watch that though. But you're right, Nickelodeon had killer fucking programming. And then later we got Cartoon Network, which had Space Ghost Coast to Coast and Toonami. And a lot of us who like the anime now, we got that through our Toonami fix. So
And then also, end of the 90s, 1999, that's when Adult Swim popped up for Cartoon Network.
Fuck
Home
yeah.
Movie, Space Ghost Coast to Coast.
Fuck yeah.
Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law.
C Lab 2020.
That and Aqua Teen was my jam. That was
that
my
was
favorite
shit,
thing.
man.
Aqua Teen. I mean, literally, that was also the beginning of kind of getting people to burn you disc with those MPEGs on there or whatever, and you're just like, oh my god, I can go and watch this. That's the only reason Family Guy lasted and came back is because we all shared it so freely that way, and then we would spend hours on our 52K trying to download episodes of it and share it with other people. I mean, the 90s, it was a weird time where technology was coming into what it would become, but we didn't all have cell phones. Like, I thought the idea of having a wristwatch with a TV would have been the coolest fucking thing ever, and now I have it.
You got these fucking dumbass teachers that are trying to teach you fucking math that you don't need to know. Well, you're not going to have a little calculator with you in the future.
Oh, I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you over my calculator from the future.
Yeah, my future calculator.
They did say that a lot, didn't they? Yeah, like
So you're going to have a little dictionary in your pocket. Yes, I got all these things that you say that I'm not going to have in my fucking pocket now.
But here's the thing. Does the generation now, though...
Stop teaching us stupid shit.
We do have somewhat of muscle memory, because you guys did it earlier. We did it earlier, where we just bring up something at the same time, or you guys end up quoting something from a movie.
Yeah.
Will kids have that the same way?
No.
You don't think?
No.
You think it's going to... I think a lot of that, the nostalgia, too, is going to disappear.
There's just so much shit saturating everything that it'll be hard to even connect with somebody for...
Well, I think nostalgia is going to be gone within the next 20 years, too, because you can pick your entertainment in such a way. There's so much out there.
Yeah.
You can literally handpick what you want to do and what you want to watch and what you want to listen to, that it's going to be hard to be nostalgic because we won't be able to share the same things that we like. Because we come from the nerd background, those nerdy things, we can talk about them. But eventually there's going to be just so much
but just think about like back then, we had very limited resources as far as entertainment. We just had like pretty much basic cable programming, after school specials, and fucking Blockbuster, and pretty much everything had the same movies.
But you're right, cable TV, that's a 90s thing. That really kicked in late 80s, early 90s. Yeah. Speaking
of 90s movies, like what movies, like Roller Boys, do you remember that?
Mm-mm.
Had Corey Haim in it.
Yep.
What
like
was
that's
that
a movie
about?
that could only pass in the 90s, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, or the other rollerblading movie, Airborne, the one with fucking Jack Black in it, and the fucking kid and Seth Green.
No, I never seen that. I'm trying to think what 90s horror was big for me. But like
Idle Hands.
I love Idle Hands. Idle Hands is one of my.
That was like, you know, they dressed 90s in and everything else.
Right.
Like,
definitely late 90s.
Yeah.
That is.
It was like 96, 97.
Yeah, that's a 90s movie. I would say like Casper. I was real big into that when I was a kid. I really
Another Devin
very 90s movie.
Yeah, I guess we're just going to talk about Devin Sawa movies.
Yeah. Well, what about Little Giants, huh?
Oh, fuck! I love Little Giants.
We've already had a conversation about Little Giants where. Yeah. Which video was that? I can't even remember. That was
like one of the early ones. Yeah,
that was pretty good though. That conversation because you were saying that you'd fuck Lunchbox.
Oh yeah.
Bro, I said I had a crush on Icebox.
I don't remember what her name was. Lunchbox was Silent Bob, I guess. Yeah. What would be your favorite 90s movie if you had to pick one? I mean, that's really putting you guys on the spot. But...
I gotta go with The Big Lebowski.
Yeah? Big Lebowski.
That was a very good pick.
Lebowski.
I don't know if I should qualify that as 90s because that movie's held up so fucking well. Do you mean a movie that today wouldn't?
What movie defines the 90s for you? Let's say that.
Clueless.
Yeah, that's pretty 90s. Yeah. I say Scream. Scream really defines the 90s for me. How everything became a little bit meta and everyone became just a little bit jaded and cynical.
But wait! There's more!
How about you, Jake? What movie defines the 90s for you?
The Last Boy Scout. Bruce Willis and Damon Wayans.
What's that movie about?
You haven't seen it?
Nope.
Okay.
I will be watching that this week.
Damon Wayans is a washed-up quarterback for an NFL team. Bruce Willis is a detective. They're trying to find a killer. It's just a typical fucking 90s action movie, but it's really, really good.
Best 90s action movie for me, Speed. That movie. Oh, you know what movie really defines the 90s?
Taller than you.
What movie really defines the 90s and really defined the 2000s? It was the game changer, The Matrix.
Oh, yeah.
Which next month will be the 20th anniversary of The Matrix. So, guys, we're going to end up watching The Matrix. That's right. Javi's really sad about that. Did you see the, this is the last thing I'm going to say. Did you see that trailer I sent you earlier with the Love, Death Robots? Oh, shit.
I didn't see it either.
Whoa, you guys didn't watch that?
I thought you were going to bring up the Will Smith Matrix story, actually.
Oh, shit, I totally forgot about that.
Which absolutely pissed me off a little bit.
Yeah, all right. So why'd that make you mad?
I don't know. I like Will Smith. I think he's a good actor, but his ego has cost him some seriously good roles.
Explain to them why you're upset about
Yeah,
what he
Will
said.
Smith came out on YouTube this week on his giant YouTube page and explained how he was up for the role of Neo in The Matrix. And the reason he turned it down is because the Wachowski brothers at that time, where
Are they not brothers now?
no, they're the Wachowski sisters now.
Yeah.
They have both they've both transitioned.
Are you serious?
Yes, they both have. Because it went from being the Wachowski brothers to the Wachowskis. Now it'll be the Wachowski sisters. But they were such dude bros whenever they explained it to Will Smith what they were planning to do with the Matrix. They're just like, you're gonna jump in like slow motion, bro, and then like the camera will go around you, bro. And they just did not sell it to him the way they needed to, and so he didn't do it. But you're right, the way he explained it was kind of a dick.
And like he's almost complaining like it's their fault. Like,
that he didn't understand it.
It's like, no, come on.
Yeah, I think they just weren't excited enough when they explained it to him. And then he does say, I want to do Wild Wild West, and he makes a joke out of it. So I personally like the Wild Wild West. With the wild, with the wild. You guys don't like it? It's a train wreck of a movie. It's so much fun.
It was alright.
It's such a train wreck of a movie. It's so much fun to watch. I saw it in theaters. I was like, oh, this is great.
This is really bad.
I enjoyed every second of it.
One thing I did like about it, Burger King had a promo where you could get the Will Smith sunglasses.
Uh-huh.
And I remember I complained to my mom, why I want those sunglasses.
Yeah? Did you get them?
I did get them. They were $7.
Damn.
On top of a fucking kid's meal.
How about going to Burger King and McDonald's back in the day? That was pretty cool in the 90s thing. Getting a Happy Meal with a toy.
That was pretty cool.
Oh, yeah. What about the slew of 90s remakes that came out? Well, there were some sleuts in there, but...
The sleuts of 90s
they did the Beverly Hillbillies and the Brady Bunch.
Yeah.
They rebooted a lot of fucking...
The Addams Family.
Yeah.
I like that. I like all that. That's good shit.
Jim Varney as Jethro Clampett?
I like them.
Jed Clampett? Sorry.
I like the Beverly Hillbillies.
I did too.
It always blows my mind.
Erica Eleniak. Remember her? Huh? You guys are 90s fans. That's a total 90s babe right there.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember the movie Necessary Roughness?
Fuck yes, I do.
I fucking love that
goddamn
so much.
movie.
I saw it recently. I was like, oh my god.
What's it about?
You never seen Necessary?
No.
It's Scott Bakula.
Bakula.
Yeah, motherfucker.
Bakula and the Dracula.
Goddamn Quantum Leap out there, fucking quarterback.
What is the... What's the M&M with the Bakula and the Dracula and the spatula?
With my spatula.
Oh, yeah.
Harrison Ford divorce.
Trying an Acura with the spatula.
So what's the story with the Bakula?
Well, this is about like this 40-year-old
It's a washed-up quarterback who played for college, and he's still eligible to play if he goes back to school. And they need a quarterback for the struggling Texas State University team.
The Armadillos.
Yeah. And it's actually loosely based on North Texas University, I believe, Denton, their school. Same colors and everything.
Rob Schneider's also in that.
Yeah,
movie.
Rob
He's
Schneider's the commentator.
Robert
Man,
Loggia.
he was killing it. Loggia.
Yeah.
Schneider was killing it back in the 90s.
Oh,
Surf
yeah.
Ninjas.
Surf Ninjas and Judge Dredd.
Hell yeah, Surf Ninjas, where he's like 50 years old playing a teenager for some reason.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you can't even see it. You're like, how is he friends with these kids?
Oh, well, he's the fucking guy who sells them weed outside of school afterwards.
Yeah, exactly. We gotta watch some of that, man.
Another Leslie Nielsen movie.
What? Oh,
Surf
yeah, fuck
Ninjas.
yeah, it was. Surf Ninjas.
Yeah.
Nielsen killed it.
Ninjas.
What?
Whoa, your life is not complete, my friend.
Ninjas, bro.
I was all about like 3
Two
ninjas.
movies you need to watch. Surf Ninjas and Sidekicks. Boom.
I love
Sidekicks is the fucking shit.
Sidekicks is the shit.
I don't know a person that I talk to about that movie that says, you know what, I'm not a fan of Sidekicks.
Nope.
Like, I bring it up to everybody, they're like, yeah, man, fucking
Because
Sidekicks.
it's everyone's fantasy is to be best friends with Chuck Norris.
Yeah.
Or their action star equivalent.
Even Chuck Norris's fantasy is to be best friends with Chuck Norris.
Dude, I know how you made a Chuck Norris joke 15 years after, but like that killed it. That's true. Chuck. That's the only way you can do the sequel to Sidekicks is
Yeah,
Chuck
Chuck
Norris
Norris.
with Chuck Norris.
Like,
Fuck
he's having a hard
yeah.
time when he just imagines
Come on,
a younger
Chuck.
version of
Yeah.
himself.
I don't like that word, Chuck.
We do it. Come on. Oh, The Faculty. Love that movie. The Frighteners.
You got the Sixth Sense.
Anything with the at the beginning of the
Like,
90s.
that's
The
like
Frighteners now.
Shyamalan's heyday right there was the 90s.
Who's?
Shyamalan, he had Sixth Sense.
And Unbreakable.
Fucking
I think those
Unbreakable.
were like 96 and 97.
I mean, he's doing all right
And
now.
Signs, I think it was like 99.
Yeah.
Damn. And then 20 years full of shit, and then we finally got Glass? Wait.
Yeah.
come on. I like Glass. It was fine.
Alright.
You saw Glass?
Yeah.
I heard it was pretty good.
Yeah. The third act falls
I
apart.
heard the opposite of pretty good.
I mean, literally, you can enjoy the first thirds of the movie. Just
Really fucking good?
yeah, really good. What else? Three Ninjas, like you said. Three Ninjas Kickback, Three Ninjas, High Noon at fucking Hulk Hogan Mountain or whatever the third one was called.
What about Discovery Zones? Those popped up in the 90s.
What's a
also.
Discovery Zone?
It was like the Chuck E. Cheese.
It was like a giant
Oh, Chuck
fucking
E.
jungle
Cheese.
gym for kids. It was
What?
a giant fucking ball pit and tube park.
Mhm.
Like,
It was just insane.
Yeah? I was large. They didn't let me in those
Oh,
things.
they
Are you
let
serious?
everybody
I was
in.
big as fuck, and I still got into those things.
No, they never let me in.
shut the fuck
I had leg braces. No, I mean, that's
Yeah.
serious.
Oh,
I,
it was the leg
they got.
braces.
I think I went to a thing and they're like, "No, you'll scuff up the plastic." And they let me in. I'm dead serious.
Did they do that dismissive look? You'll scuff up the plastic.
Yeah, they did. They did real shitty. Like, and it was
It's the fucking Santa Claus from A Christmas Story whenever he's not being the Santa Claus. Like,
no, kid, you'll scuff up the plastic. No, I remember that happening because I remember we went somewhere and they got pissed because my braces scuffed up the plastic.
Are you serious?
Yep. Then went the Crippy boy
Like,
up
did
over
they
there.
bring the man? Go, that's him. That's him.
That's the little cripple.
That's
You
stuff
should
the
have been like,
plastic.
"Hey, Mr. Pickles! Mr. Pickles!
Discovery Zone. No, I never. We were poor, so we went to like the McDonald's play.
we had self-discovery zone.
We got it, Doug.
Yeah, I was in the ball pit.
We got it, Doug. You grew up poor.
Did I grow up poor? Did I mention that?
Yes.
My family had lots of money, actually. I've been fucking with you guys for a while now. I'm doing well.
Broke people stay broke because they live like the rich. Rich people stay rich because they live like the broke.
Let's just say this. To go to church camp, we had to have people donate to us. That's how poor we were. Hello.
Like the Wenzels in particular, they would have to donate.
No. Yeah. It would be like the Wenzel family. They had the poverty tree at Christmas, and it just had our name on it, Javi.
Wetzel.
They had the Wenzel family. Like, well, I guess we got to pick these bags again. No, we did. My mom did the Salvation Army thing, where she would wrap the presents for like Salvation Army, and we'd always be like, "Ooh, what is that?" And she'd be like, "You're not getting that. That's for the kids
So
who
she
need
never
it." We're like,
pocketed
kids who need it?
Right here!
Yeah.
I'm like right in front of you!
Yeah.
I need this!
I need that. It's a Talkboy.
I want this easy bake oven.
You know what? My mom actually made that joke one year. She bought a bunch of, going back to the Nerf, little Nerf footballs and stuff. I was like 25. So she just, as little gifts at Dollar Store, she gives out the Nerf footballs, and she turns to me as I open it. She's like, "I know if you don't really want those, you can give those to your brothers." I'm like, "Oh, thanks, Mom. Thanks. Call me a queer in front of the whole family." They wouldn't let you in the Discover Zone. Don't you remember? You have no athletic
Cupping up all the
skills.
plastic.
There goes Crippy. Yeah. What else from the '90s that was badass? I mean,
Laser tag.
fuck yeah.
Oh man, I
Laser
fucking
tag.
hate
Laser tag's still fucking sweet. I remember the first time I actually went to a laser tag. It was with my first girlfriend. And I remember thinking she was the hottest bitch in that place because it was like the black light. The black light was there, and it was on her, and her skin looked tan, and I was like, I fuck her all the time. I was like,
shoot my laser right at her twat in her head so she doesn't work.
Pew, 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 pew. I was like, oh, Jesus, with your white teeth looking at me. I've never went to a laser tag since, because she might still be there.
Well, I figured because I thought it was because the stain showed up.
That's it. Oh, that's why everyone kept looking at me weird. Hold on, Gwyneth Paltrow on my pants.
It looks like he spilled paint in his lap.
I mean, what else did you guys do in the 90s? Oh, nice.
That was very Jewish of you.
Yeah, what you doing in the 90s?
What else did you do in the 90s?
Well, I mean, Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64, Sony PlayStation, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. Tony Hawk, that was a thing back in the day.
That soundtrack for the first two Tony Hawk Pro Skaters.
Still
awesome.
Good. Still awesome, dude. Goldfinger. Oh, I love Goldfinger. Who's your favorite band? Who was your favorite 90s band? Who was your favorite 90s band? Not in retrospect, in the 90s.
Oh, okay.
You can't choose like now.
My favorite bands in the 90s were like Pantera, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Primus, ICP.
Oh, yeah. But you have...
That was Green Day, Blink-182, Alkaline Trio.
Oh, yeah, I love me some Blink.
I think Alkaline Trio was my top.
I like one Alkaline Trio song, BS.
You didn't like Blink-182 in the
Everyone
90s.
liked Blink-182.
Like, you were fucking...
You were a jag.
You were a teacher, and that was about as uncool as you could fucking get.
You kids, get out of here with your stuff.
Miss Beasley in this song, All the Small Things, Blink-182 says commiserating. It's one of her vocab words.
They're in the thing. Look at it. I would love The Offspring back then. I still love The Offspring this day.
Offspring's the shit, man.
That
I went
fast rock. That fast. Yeah, you went to see where?
Edge Fest, and they played all the hits. You were going to say which song? I'm sorry.
Oh, no, just everything. I still love The Offspring. I can listen to all those albums.
Dude,
I fucking separated.
That video they had for...
On the Dreamcast version of Crazy Taxi, they play two of the songs from NX on the Ombre, and it's fucking awesome. I love The Offspring. I love
Pretty Fly for a White Guy.
I mean, that was their mainstream stuff. I love even just like their before shit and after shit.
Quintessential 90s Nirvana.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
The Nirvana Unplugged was like one of the greatest things that ever happened.
I mean, you in the 90s, I didn't listen to Nirvana that much, so that's what I'm saying. Now, though, I love Nirvana. I love Tool. I like to listen to... We listen to Tool a little bit, but not a lot, but I fucking love Tool. Deftones. I mean, 90s alternative. Some of that rock was the best. Oh, yeah, we loved White Zombie. We loved Rob Zombie. We loved Living Dead Girl.
Yep.
I still like Rob Zombie, and I actually respect him a lot more now because I know how much he gives to his fan base, and how much he loves his fans, and that just makes me happy.
Lit, I was really into Lit in the 90s.
Yeah, Lit was good.
What is Lit?
Please tell me why my car's in the front lawn, sleeping with my clothes on.
Pamela Anderson was in that video, wasn't she?
She was in the other one.
I knew who it was. I was just fucking with you.
Oh man, Sugar Ray was like a huge thing.
Pamela Anderson, right there. Pamela Anderson.
Pam Anderson.
Oh my God, the tits alone. The sex tape. The sex tape with the guy's fucking huge
Tommy
dick.
Lee stirring the fucking boat with his dick.
He's like, you don't want to go towards that glacier, right? Yeah. Tommy Lee would have been on the Titanic. They would have been saved.
Man.
Yeah. Look, he was Captain Stabbing. Oh, the 90s was like stupid with like big fake tit porn. I know that much. What? Like Heather Lee, Lethal
Weapons.
What is Lethal Weapons?
Kayla Cleavage.
What?
Like Kayla Cups, Kayla Cleavage.
Kimberly Cups.
There it goes. Brittany O'Neill. Brittany Andrews.
Dude, all you're doing is giving me my spank bank for tonight, because I'll go vintage. I don't even care, dude.
Dixie Rection.
I'll look that one up and be like, no!
Like, I remember that was actually my first foray into porn when I got the internet.
Angelique Dos Santos.
And I could have sworn that those were like current porn stars. Like, I had no idea. Like, oh shit.
Talking about all this porn's making me hungry.
Making me starving.
Working up an appetite.
I go for wings.
Wing. Oh, dude, I had wings earlier. It was the best decision of the day.
Why not? Double down.
I want to, but they're expensive. Wings. 10 wings was like $89, something like that.
$89.
Wait, where'd you get wings
How
from?
big were these wings?
McCullers
Vulture
Bar,
wings?
Yeah.
They were good.
Yeah,
They were good.
They were awesome. It was like Flintstone style wings.
It's a little stringy.
Dude, Whataburger sounds so good.
Whataburger's a fucking beast, man.
Hey, this podcast is sponsored by Whataburger because I need some goddamn coupons.
What a burger.
Coupons?
Send
Need
us
some
your
coupons.
stuff.
Give us some coupons.
You're the guy who brought
It took me 3 years from when I moved here to eat my first Whataburger because I refused to do
How
it.
big was it?
Oh.
Jesus Christ, boy. How did it not go bad?
Dude, it was so good, though. The first time I had a Whataburger, I was like, the juices.
Oh, so you just saved it for 3 years?
For 3 years, yeah. It's just amazing, dude.
Dipped into it.
I when I moved to Texas, they said everything was bigger in Texas. I was like, all right, I'll
They were
get
not
bigger.
fucking kidding, man.
No, I thought my dick would grow.
Yeah,
but then it didn't. I was like, oh, damn it.
You said everything was bigger. Everything.
It's bullshit. Anything else you guys want to say about the 90s? Was it a good time? Did you have fun? Did you get laid in the 90s?
I was 10 in the 90s, bro.
Did you get laid in the 90s?
Yeah, I got laid in the 90s.
All right.
I got some 90s poon.
You got that 90s poon?
I got some of that.
They don't
90s
make
snatch.
me more like that.
You want to smell my
You
fingers,
were
Holly?
what, 79?
I haven't washed since 99.
Going on that.
Smell them.
Yeah,
Oh, Jesus.
It smells like 1999.
it's 20-year-old pussy. Just smell it. It's
I'm good.
vintage, man. It's vintage now.
smell
Give it a
I'm
sniff.
good, bro.
He's kept it under the nails for years.
Smell it. I'm wafting the 90s to you.
I mean, they started shaving then, so that helps, I guess.
Smell it.
I guess 90s
Oh, I'd rather
was.
have a cup of fart in the face.
You'd rather.
I can arrange that.
All right, everybody. This has been Duck. I've been here with
Jake.
and we're gonna have Jake fart in his face.
Yeah. And smell my fingers.
Ooh, it's weird looking. I like it. And I'm jerking off. All right. Thanks for listening.